So almost ready to get underway, and on the hill in this one, Grayson Rodriguez. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
The next pitch misses. Full count, 3-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Here's Shohei Ohtani. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Strike two. First and second here, no outs. In the dirt. The tag at third, and he's out.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, you couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
In plenty of time to first, and they get Ohtani for the out. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Taylor Ward.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Got him! Huge strikeout there. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Orioles due up in the first, no score. Welcome back. Towing the slab in today's game, Shohei Ohtani.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Swings and misses, and one gone.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of guys didn't like to throw it because it throw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
And the righty deals. High fly ball out into left center field. Makes a nice running catch. 2 away. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game. Knowing that their offense is not scoring right now, and that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
All right, Singy, you know him at Dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game. That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. 1, 2, 3. And welcome back. Second inning set to go. Gio Urshela to the plate.
Gio Urshela.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 2.
1 strike.
There's a strike. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
Oh, that got him.
No, definitely a breakdown in his mechanics on that one. He just lost the handle and ended up way off target.
Chad Wallach now. Check swing, went around. 2-2. That one drifts inside. Rengifo leads off first with one away. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Next offering misses, and it's 2-2. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. He did not go around. Back to work. 3-2 now. Now he breaks his bat. And a foul ball. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Now a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boog, he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it. Well, they say it's a game of inches, and that's a perfect example right there. Could have been a big...
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here at the ballpark, here's Ryan Mountcastle.
The first baseman.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And there's a ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Kicks and deals. Hard hit, right side. Fires over to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the 2nd. Next to hit, Gunnar Henderson. Bounced up the middle. And he beats it. He's safe.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt.
There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw, and they got him.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Singy Shohei Ohtani has been as advertised. Rookie of the Year in 18, MVP in 21. He has impacted the game in a major way. And then, of course, he was on the cover of MLB The Show in 2022.
Well, he's doing something that we've never seen done before, and just absolutely phenomenal that he can be that dominant on the mound and be one of the top hitters in the game. And just watching that, it's got to take your breath away a little bit if you're a manager or a teammate to see this actually happening before your eyes. Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Here's Adam Frazier. And the right-hander deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That MVP I mentioned about Ohtani in 2021, he was actually a unanimous MVP and the first unanimous AL MVP since Mike Trout in 2014. Other guys that have done that, Ken Griffey Jr., Frank Thomas, Frank Robinson. Here comes the pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Rengifo. They take the force out, and that is that. New inning getting started. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Mike Trout. On a line, base hit. And that's going to roll to the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. Mateo. Relay to third. In there safely.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Man, I love the hustle out of the box right there to make that triple happen. And just an absolute laser into the opposite field gap. He was digging hard the entire way. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's the 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Got him looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Brandon Drury to the plate. And a count 1-2. 2 outs. And that's downstairs and outside. That misses the zone, and the count's full. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he's been in a very giving mood today.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Gio Urshela, the next to hit for the Angels. Next pitch is downstairs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one's in there. And the count is even 2-2. Runners on first and third, 2 away.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Next pitch misses. 3-2 now. Got him swinging. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's a speed threat, Jorge Mateo. Next one misses, and now 3-1. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Terrin Vavra, the next to hit. And there he goes. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Great jump.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Jumps, but it's off his glove. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. He's 0 for 1. And a pitch. And that one is inside. Fouls one off. 2-2. Ohtani one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Quickly to second for 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the Twin killing.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Here's Adley Rutschman. And he deals. And that one ripped into right. Renfroe makes the play. That is the inning. Back here in Baltimore, here's the second baseman, Luis Rengifo. And now 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And that skips in the dirt.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Henderson sends it across to first, and one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man. And next for the Angels, Chad Wallach. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. On the ground, right side. Frazier on to first in time. And that quickly 2 away. Number 9 now at the plate. Check swing, no appeal.
Nice job to keep the hands back on that one. Out in front just a little bit.
The 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Angels go quietly there. They trail here 1-0. Back now at Oriole Park, Anthony Santander at the plate. And here it comes. There's a swing and a miss.
You know, these Orioles showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
In the air, right field. Renfroe in position. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. This one popped up. Rengifo settles underneath it. He's got it. 2 away now. And next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson. Reached on an infield single his first time. This one in the air, right field. And the inning is over. Nothing doing this time around for the O's, but they all set for the start of the inning. And the batter now, Taylor Ward. The pitch. Got it by him for the K.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's Trout. One down, base is empty. That one's in there. 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you've got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. It could become dangerous.
Fabra puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. And the Angels are gone in order. Still behind. Welcome back. John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Austin Hayes.
There's a strange wind blowing. It's coming back around. Feel it coming my way with a strange howling sound. I never played a hand of poker, but my game face is strong. I'll never show you my hand, and I'll always prove you wrong.
Next offering upstairs. Well, Siggy here in Baltimore, and crab cakes. We need to get our hands on some crab cakes. You think we'll get someone to maybe run down for us and grab a few?
Absolutely. It's got to happen. Maryland crab cakes, the best. And you talk about the seasoning. Nobody does it better than the people here in the city of Baltimore. But even so, here at the ballpark, some great food.
Yeah, and I'm kind of partial to my guy Boog down there over that right field wall, and some barbecue, because Boog can fire up some pretty good barbecue.
Yeah, and I'm surprised we haven't seen any of that yet up here in the booth. Come on, man, let's go.
And now it's 1-2. Good eye right there. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Struck him out without a swing. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. 2 outs, base is empty. Jorge Mateo now. The walk and a run scored his first time. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They lead it. And welcome back. And now the right fielder, Hunter Renfroe. The 2-1. Foul ball. The next pitch misses, and the count's full.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
To kick, the 3-2. Called out on strikes. Froze him with the heater at the knees. And now here is Brandon Drury. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Up against the wall and brings it in.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
Hayes ranging after it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's well, we go bottom 6 and into the box for Baltimore. Taron Vavra. Now a screamer into the outfield. Renfroe makes the catch, and there's one gone. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
Renfroe makes the catch, and that'll do it. 1-2-3 go the Orioles, but they lead it 1-0. Back here in Baltimore, now it's the second baseman, Luis Rengifo. And he grounds one back up the middle. He dives, but he can't make the catch. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. Now, Chad Wallach. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, number 78.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 3. And he walked him.
Well, this could be the start of something. They haven't found a way to score yet, but now's their chance to change that.
Number 9, the next to hit for the Angels. A strikeout and a walk. The 1-2. That one is upstairs. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. On the ground to first, and that's a fair ball. Rengifo headed for the plate. He will score, and the Angels even it up. It's 1-1. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Base runners at second and third here. No outs. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Here's Mike Trout. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
And that one is lifted in the air. Favre moving under it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. To the plate. Save. It's 2-1.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third.
Fastball for a strike. And it's 1-2.
Looking for some insurance, or as our friends down in the South would say,
insurance. Well, going to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the... Back here at the ballpark, now it's the DH, Anthony Santander. The tying run at the plate. Hit in the air, right field. Renfroe hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
To the left side, but it is well foul. And a 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Next offering misses. The count now 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
One, two now. High in the air, out to right. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Orioles held in check. Back now at Oriole Park. At the plate, Brandon Drury. The pitch.
Ball 3.
You know, these Angels showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
On the ground. First out in the top of the 8th. And now Luis Rengifo, 1 for 2. That's a little bit low.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Next pitch is popped up. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Righty to the plate. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. New pitcher on here, Chris Davinsky.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Diving, makes the grab.
You just can't take your eyes off of Mike Trout, whether he's at the plate or in the outfield. This guy's something special. May go down as the best we've ever seen. Incredible diving catch right there.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Stays alive. Line drive, hauls it in, 2 away.
Hey man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Jorge Mateo. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Nothing. We go to the 9th. So in now for the Angels, number 9. Coming on for the Orioles, Brian Baker.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. The punch out there, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today. So the lineup flips over. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. And yes, he offered at it. Got him. Now 2 away. And now batting, Mike Trout. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And a 1-2. Up the middle, Frazier. The throw to first. Angels retired, 1-2-3. No run. Carlos Estevez takes over on the mound.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, guys pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
And next for the Orioles, Cedric Mullins.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
On the ground right side. And he'll be safe at first.
A potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman has got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
And now, Adley Rutschman. Oh, and this one's blasted high and deep. It's on its way out of here. Ball game. He made him pay for that one, and the Orioles walk it off and win it 4-3.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
Our final score as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long